Welcome back to Go Again Gaming, and welcome back to Season 3 of the league that means absolutely nothing. We are still here on round 2, and I am still here as your voice of the league, Ian Holland. Um, Today we have an interesting one. We have an old school one here. We have Dash Inventor Extraordinaire, Dash IE, the OG Dash, taking on Rhinar Reckless Rampage, the literal first brute from the first of Flesh and Blood. We have Nico taking on Carlos. Carlos, we've seen plenty. And I think this is one of the first times we have seen Nico in the arena here on Go Again Gaming. This is an old school game. This is a game that has happened many times, I am sure. And I cannot wait to see how this game plays out. So, without further ado, without any more pomp and circumstance, I am going to throw it over to the arena.
The League That Means Nothing Season 3 is brought to you in part by Enter the Battlefield Gaming out of Ontario, Canada. They do all of our favourite games, including this one, Flesh and Blood. They do sealed, singles, and events, but they also do things like Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Lorcana, One Piece, Sorcery, Warhammer, tabletop games, and all sorts of different supplies for your table. Make sure you go and check them out if you're local to Canada, or check out their website at enterthebattlefield.ca. Let's get on with the tournament.
So we have Nico going first here, and it looks like we're on a fun Crackium dash. We are slabbing. Yeah, pitching, loading the pistol, loading the chamber. Let's go. We are not in a hurry. We are forgetting our tunic. Yeah, let's go. Fun. Loading and gaining 3 life. Hey, Carlos, you ready for a long time, not a good time? Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. It looks like Nico is playing the full stack as well. Carlos, it also seems might be playing the full stack. I bet he knew what was going on in this game. Anyway, let us see how we go. We are on club mode, which means Carlos came prepared, knowing. With Tunic as well, definitely knowing. Rolling scab skins, pretty much a given in this matchup here against Slapdash. You get to roll your scab skins. It's going to be very hard for them to super punish you turbo hard. And we're going to just attack with a Skullcrack, pitching a Beast Within and a Sink Below. Coming in 4-6. No intimidates, nothing fancy. Just getting a little bit of setup, filtering the hand. This is a matchup that can go very dash favored, but the problem is you're running a deck that wants a lot of defense reactions and wants to use them and wants to block out pretty effectively. And Rhinar says, how about instead of doing any of that, you just take a billion to the dome? Yeah, dash pitching into Spark of Genius X equals 2, probably going to get another induction chamber if I was going to make any guesses. I am going to do my best to make this seem like some high octane action. We all know high octane is banned, though. We're in fact getting a plasma purifier instead, and we're just going to pass the turn. As Dash is going to try and assemble Exodia, and Rhinar is going to say, what if, instead of doing that, I killed you? Currently, both players at 40. And let's see what we get here from Carlos. So Tunic to 2. Are we going to get another Scabs roll? Why not? Let's see where we go. And we have a roll here. So we're going to gain 3 whole action points. Let's go. We are brute gaming for life. We are scab skinning. And we're going to pitch a Eye of Ophidia for a Command and Conquer. It's pretty good. 2 action points remaining, getting it up to We're going to bottom both of those. So we have 6 coming in, 6 blocked. Taking out a Spark of Genius, we're going to pummel. Floating 2 here. So that Command and Conquer is going to pummel over. Yeah, we're pitching a blue. Floating 2 here. So pummel is going to come over for 3. We're going to blow up that arsenal. And we're going to get a card out of the hand as well. Excellent. Pummel in dash. What a time to be alive. And with those 2 resources floating and that extra action point, I imagine we can club here. And instead, no, we're just going to Skullcrack. We're just going to attack for 6. And yeah, going to load and activate the chamber, going to attack with the pistol. We have 2 resources floating, which allows us to give this go again, load one of the items, load the pistol, shoot the pistol. So this is coming in for 3. I imagine Carlos is going to be taking the 3. Yeah, Carlos just saying, yeah, send me the bill. I need my cards to mess you up as much as possible. And we're going to smash back Ailhorn, creating an agility and a might token. It's a pretty good setup for next turn. And pitching a sink below to send in an erase face. Pitching a sink below and using our tunic resource, sending in this erase face, coming in for 6. Has an amount of text here because it means Dash wouldn't be able to give pistols go again because they would not be mechanologist pistols. So that's just going to meet 2 cards. Carlos going to Arsenal. And we're going to continue our setup into the next turn. Dash here with 2 cards in hand. Pitching a Heart of Findle. Gaining a life. Loading pistol, loading chamber. 1 resource floating. So we're going to pistol for 3, give it go again. Carlos going to take 3. We're going to probably pistol for 3 and Arsenal. Yeah, 3 more. Carlos obviously holding on to the cards here because his game plan is not to take this into a long one, it's to try and close this one out. Might and agility pop. And we're going to send in a Command and Conquer for 7, go again. That's a scary thing. 7, go again off Command and Conquer. Pitching a barraging beatdown, which, if we hit second cycle, is going to be crucial in punishing Dash. And Dash is just going to gain 3 life from Arsenal before taking the 7 damage from Command and Conquer. Funny feeling there might be a defense reaction or two. There tends to be defense reactions in this Dash deck, and we're going to come in pitching a Splatter Skull, sending in a Race Face. Pretty solid turn. 2 very good on hits, coming in for 13. And Dash is. Let's see what they decide to do here. We're going to block 3 with this round's on me, take 3. So let's see what we have here now. It's going to be load, 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 load. And we're going to erase face right back. So Carlos maybe decides to block with some armor here, get some value, see what happens. Carlos just taking the 6, going like, I don't really care about my brute cards, whatever, bro. I just care about discarding 6s, dog. Tunic ticks up. We're going to Pulping, draw a discard, pitching a Smashback Ailhorn. And looks like we're discarding Command and Conquer, getting our Rhinar trigger, getting an Intimidate, and sending in 6, and it's going to have Dominate. Huh. So let's see what we have from Nico. Yeah, just going to be a block 3 with this Truce, which feels like it was a big boon to decks like this, but they're mostly blue 3 blocks, and generally that is what Slab Dash is looking to cram their deck with, is blue 3 blocks. So let's see how Carlos chooses to use this go again. Obviously, brute cards not really mattering here. And it looks like it's going to be a massacre because we've discarded a card with 6 or more. It's +2 and Intimidate. So this is going to come in for 8, and we're going to get another Intimidate off. So Nico is going to have a card left in hand here, facing down 8 points of damage. Yeah, so we're going to block with it. This round's on me, taking 5. Carlos is just sending it right here. He knows the win con in this deck. So he's hanging on to his armor for dear life, just to make sure that when he gets a hand that needs it, he can cover up extra. Something like a barraging beatdown, show no mercy combo here is really what he needs to close a game like this out. And Nico, Nico needs to survive. That's how this deck wins. This deck wins by not losing. Simple as. So we're going to use 4 resources. We're going to play an Evo Steel Soul controller, gaining 3 block worth of temper. and completely fine and reasonable. Yeah, confirming that it goes 3-2-1, and it's not like Carlos has much in a way of say in that matter. See Nico deciding whether or not to attack with the pistol at all. Can't. That action has no go again. I'm so used to playing against Teklevossen with those where they play them as instants. Nico, stop moving your graveyard around. You're not allowed to do that. Damn it. We have rules. It may mean nothing, but we have rules. uh, at least I entertain myself. Now, Carlos is going to tick up Tunic, and we're going to start with an assault and battery, a yellow. So when it attacks, if you've beaten chest, create an agility token. It gets to beat chest to create an agility, so he gets to discard a card with 6 or more power. Deciding what to pitch, pitching a Beast Within, and a Warmongers, discarding a Wrecker Romp. So we're going to get an Intimidate off here, pop a card out of hand, generate our agility, and sending 6 damage. It's pretty good. When your dash opponent is at 17, you know their Heart of Findal is somewhere towards the bottom of their deck, as is one of their Sigils of Solace. So we're really trying to push the numbers here. Carlos probably looking to set up a massive Blood Rush turn if possible. But again, maybe he's boarded those Blood Rushes out and just been like, yeah, enjoy your Balance of Justice, I guess. And now Nico with 2 cards in hand, probably just going to set up some pistol action, shoot a bunch. Maybe we have a disruptive attack, maybe we don't. Dash.io or Dash.ie, not known for her disruption, especially when you're not boosting. So we're going to activate the Purifier. We're going to load the Purifier. And we're going to shoot the pistol. Pitching that Erase Face kind of makes me think that this other card in hand might not be a blue. Might be a defense reaction that we're looking to pocket into our arsenal. And Carlos probably happy enough to take 3 points of damage here. Yeah, arsenaling a card. Cool. We're ready to go. 19 plays 17. And this is going to be another turn where Carlos has a 5-card hand and an agility. Doesn't need to use those scab skins unless he's feeling froggy. And not like tree froggy, that's Dash. Oh, I'm sorry. That one was painful even for me. So, good luck, listeners and viewers at home. Can you believe they want me to do this regularly? Now we're going to go Splatter Skull for 6, pitching Pummel. This has go again. When it hits a hero, choose a face down card in their banish zone. Now, if Carlos has some kind of wind up, this could be a nice little combat trick to steal a card from hand permanently. Because in reactions, if Carlos is able to intimidate and then land a hit, Nico is kind of stuck letting that happen. So we're just going to block 3 here with this, with the Evo Steel Soul Controller, and block with an Enlightened Strike. So we're going to full cover this Splatter Skull. And then we're going to follow up with a Strength Rules All. So again, 6, when it hits a hero, turn a card in their arsenal face up, then banish an attack action in their arsenal with power less than the damage dealt this way. Now, this Slapdash deck obviously does not want to 12 block every turn. Can, quite effectively, but when Rhinar is pushing damage here, it can be quite difficult. And it looks like there was, in fact, a wind up in Carlos's hand. Very sneaky. So we're going to block with this pummel. And it is, in fact, the card that gave Tree Frog Dash her name, Springboard Somersault. God damn it. What a terrible name for a deck. And we're just going to pitch our last card in hand. We're going to do Purifier Chamber, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. So we're going to give it go again. We're going to have so much fun. So much fun, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so we're going to load the pistol, load the purifier, shoot the pistol, pichu pichu. Again, keeping a 3-card hand here, 5-card hand here, if you're Carlos, looking to just push damage. Most importantly, yeah, we're going to sink below, covering the second pistol shot. Card to the bottom, draw a card. Now, let's see what we have here. We are rolling those boots, baby. 1. Womp womp. Pass. Now, let's see what Tash should do with a 5-card hand. Probably not nearly as much because you only have so many attacks, and we've seen a lot of them already. Yeah, we're going to pitch a Whisper of the Oracle because it's a blue 3 plus. Activate the chamber, shoot the pistol for 3. Might be worth blocking with the flashback here. It's not like you're ever going to catch this deck with cards in hand in future. And then we're going to load all the items, floating a resource, and send in a Command and Conquer. See what I mean? Always worth it. But you could block 6 here with armor pretty effectively. Keep your 5 cards. And see how we go. Carlos checking. Yes, in fact, I do want this arsenal. We have a pack call trigger and an assault and battery. So we're going to reveal a smashback Ailhorn. That's going to go to the bottom. Now we have 2-card hand. Probably no real need to 2-card hand plus arsenal. No real need to roll scabs. If we feel like it, maybe we do. I don't know. We're just going to swing bag. Swing big, baby. Coming in for 8. Just a big number. Just a big chunking number. Pretty good for dash with that pistol. Blocking 8 here. Yeah, blocking with a sink below. Choosing the sink a card. Sinking a card. Drawing a card. Let's see if we have another defense reaction. And we do. We have a second sink below. So quicken for dash. No sink. 2 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. And Carlos just going to draw up. We need a big burst turn here for Carlos as Dash continues to just slowly machine gun her opponent here. Three cards in hand. Probably take the first pistol, wait to see if they reload or do something else. This pistol has quicken, so we don't even need to give it go again. Take three, go to 10. Carlos obviously looking to line up the best hand possible with some intimidates. One floating, two in hand. Kind of hard with the tunic to take them off any of the 2-cost disruptive attacks. But sure, we will see what happens here. We have another 3 coming in with this pistol. Taking it, going to reactions, we're going to do that, and Carlos is going to take 3 down to 7. We're going to break the combat chain, load the pistol. We're going to load the chamber. We're going to attack with the pistol. Now, are we going to finally see a flashbag? Are we going to take another 3? We're going to take 3, go to 4. Oh, yeah, there's no point in flashbagging. There's no more go again. So we're going to wind up on Nico's turn, gaining an agility. So we're setting up for a relatively bigger turn here, like a 2 or 3 wide turn, hopefully with some intimidates, because we love some intimidates. Yeah, pitching 2, discarding strength rules all. So obviously we get some balance of justice value here, but we're going to draw 2 cards and intimidate. So we're going to intimidate 1 card here. That's going away. We're drawing 2. And let's see what Carlos decides to lead with here. Pitching for a send packing. It's pretty good. So this is coming in for 8. Go again. We're going to banish that card from Arsenal. And they don't get it back unless they block 8. So 2 cards plus balance will get this card back to hand, not to Arsenal, which is very important and very relevant. Yeah, so we have a sink below here. Do we have a second defense reaction in hand? We do. We have, or sorry, not a sink below, a fate foreseen. So we've double fate foreseen. So that unmovable is coming back to hand. Now we're going to swing big for 10. Huh. So we're going to block 4. Are we going to unmovable as well? Nope, no further blocks. Taking 6, going to 11. Are we cracking our balance here? We are. We are cracking the balance to draw a card. We have now 1 block left on our gloves. We have a 3-card hand. And all Dash really needs to do here is pistol. Just pew pew. That's all that's really left to do. Going to pitch a come to fight because it's a blue 3 block. We're going to Enlighten Strike. Bottoming a card. Going for 5 go again. Not a great spot here, not going to lie. Yeah, it looks like boots, tunic, and flashbag. So we're getting that last card out of there. But we still have 2 pistol shots for 3 total coming in. Closing the combat chain, activating the purifier. Pistol for 3. Giving it go again. Carlos takes 3 down to 1. Load pistol, load chamber. And pistol for 3. We have 3 armor. We're keeping a 4-card hand. We're going to try and do 11 here. It's pretty good. So this is Carlos's big turn, I imagine. We still have 1 piece of armor at least. And we have 4 cards. And Dash is down to 1, 2, 3 block in armor. Plus, we've seen most of the sinks and fates. And I imagine that card in Arsenal is an unmovable. Rolling Scabs. Scabs just not cooperating at all today, which is a shame. We're going to discard a wind-up. Or are we attacking with a wind-up? We are, in fact, attacking with a wind-up. Discarding a wind-up. So we're going to intimidate again. We get an intimidate here. We get a might token here, and we have a card. So let's see what cards Dash blocks with, because she's now in an unbelievable position. Yeah, blocking 6 here, keeping a card in hand. We have an intimidated card, and we have our last card in Arsenal. So 3-card hand with pistol chamber set up pretty far ahead here. Yeah, looks like we're going to load, and send in 3. Going to block 3, Savage Feast. Going to give it go again. Going to load the pistol. Going to load, send pistol. Gonna block with a massacre. Block the 3 damage. And Dash is just going to close up and pass the turn. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a might trigger here. And roll a Scabs. Scabs continues to hate Carlos, the poor guy, because he really needs to attack multiple times this turn, each turn, to do anything. We're going to pitch a Reckless Swing, send in a Pulping for 7. We're going to floating 1, and we're discarding off the top, so we're going to get our Intimidate off on this Pulping. So we have our Intimidate here. I'm not sure that it is overly relevant, because Dash can very easily take this entire thing and just go off but it is just going to be an unmovable coming in, blocking 8. 2 card 8, pretty good rate. I heard that from someone, some guy. I think he won a world championship or something. I don't know. 2 card 8 is good. So 2 card 8, card back to hand. Carlos just passing up here. And again, we're kind of in that. Oh, that's an interesting one. Pitching a red, pitching an unmovable to load the pistol. Going to activate, shoot the pistol. I imagine we're going to block 3. We're going to, in fact, block 2 and then 3. Yeah, we're going to give it go again. Are we in an awkward spot full of reds? We are. So we're going to load the pistol and shoot it. Yeah. We're going to block a splatter skull. Dash is going to Arsenal. And for once, has no counters on anything, which is exactly a spot Carlos would like to be in. We're rolling the scabs. Let's go, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Big money. Nope. Carlos, I think you need a new dice. We're just going to swing big. Here we go. Send 8. Send 8. Feel great. Blood Rush Bellow going to the bottom of the deck. Not ideal. Problem is this will allow Dash to get off. Okay, we have an Oasis Respite. So that is going to prevent 4. And then we're going to block 3 and block with our... So this is going to allow Dash to get off a 3-shot turn, which is not what you want in this matchup at all. Let's see what we do here. So we're going to pitch a last-ditch effort, load the pistol. Load the chamber. Load the purifier. No, we're just going to activate the purifier and shoot. Floating 1. So this is coming in for 3. Carlos is going to block 3. And Dash is going to load the pistol. Dash is going to load the chamber. And Dash is going to shoot the pistol. And this has can have go again. So Carlos is kind of in a rough spot here. Just treading water here. Blocking 3. We're going to give it go again. Are we going to load anything, or we're just going to command and conquer? Who cares? Who asked? Here's 6. Carlos is going to concede because that is the end of the game, and Nico is going to pistol his way into a win. It might not be pretty. It might not be everyone's favorite kind of flesh and blood, but goddamn if it is not some seriously effective gameplay. And thank God Az has banned Count Your Blessings from this league, because that is a brutal. I see Carlos had a Savage Feast parked in his arsenal, just waiting for a second action point or some go again to really make use out of it. Get some intimidates going, stuff like that. Fair play to both players. Congratulations to Nico. I am very sorry, Carlos. That is always a tough loss to have happen, but I think you made the right call in trying to be as aggressive as possible early on. Nico just played it cool, super defensive, didn't mind taking some damage early, because once you were set up, you just crushed it. There's no other way to put it. You played perfectly, and the results speak for themselves. Congratulations. I hope you liked the video. Please tell me you stuck around listening to my dulcet tones talking about this game, and this game that we both love, that mean absolutely nothing. If you did like the video, please make sure you like the video. It really does help out a lot. Make sure you comment down below. Tell Az, tell the lads, tell myself what a great video it is, what a great thing the league that means absolutely nothing is, and how much free, great CC content, all for the love of the game of Flesh and Blood, matters to everyone, because it is all about the community at the end of the day. And if you want to be part of that Go Again Gaming community, I'm pretty sure Az has a Discord. But if you're not feeling Discordy, you can always subscribe, make sure you get some notifications for all of it, and that you know when new episodes of The League That Means Nothing come out, which is pretty frequently because I am recording quite a lot of these, Az is editing a lot of these. So those subscriptions will really show Az some love. And with that, I'm going to have to say goodbye. And thank you for joining me on this episode and this game of round 2 of The League That Means Absolutely Nothing. If you're looking to hear more from me, you can always find me, Ian Holland, at findlesspirit.bsky.social or findles_spirit on the Twitter. And with that, I will say goodbye, I'll say goodnight, and I will see you in the next one.